And hello everybody, welcome back to another quick little video. So, we were given gameplay. All the links for everything will be in the description if you want to do your own analyzation and anything else. We're just going to quickly go through this and see how the, fighting mechanic is in this game. Since it is Souls-like and it does kind of keep the core fighting style of Vindictus, we're going to see how this actually looks. Now, I got about like 7 videos for y'all. It's going to be quick, short videos, but we're going to be going through this about like, let's say a couple of times or so. So, enough of me talking, let's hop into this. Alright, so it seems like Fifi still got her same stuff. The stagger is more often than how it was in the last video that we saw. So far, the gameplay looks pretty damn great. To be fair, I do like how in this game there's more stagger compared to like how Vindictus is. I did say in the last video that this game is basically Vindictus just with an upgraded engine. So the fighting mechanic and everything else is kind of the same of how Vindictus is, just in a new engine. So Fiona still got her 3 normal attacks and of course her smashes, and she always got the power kick. I like that they kept that. No point in changing anything that's not wrong, right? Just completely add on to it. So with that, let's hop into the next video that we have here real quick. So this here shows off LAN, and I did see this a little bit earlier, and with this, it seems like it's much slower than how LAN normally attacks, but I kind of understand. Like, it's in an entire new, different animation, so of course it's not going to be the same. It does kind of look the same way of how he normally attacks, though. I do like the whole different armor set. So in a way, it's kind of the same. Just a few things that are slightly different. But so far, it looks really good. I'm not too sure about, like, the third attack, though. Like, seeing new animations for LAN, it's kind of weird in a way, but it's gonna be something you're just going to get used to. The staggers, though. The staggers is something that I really, really like. By the looks of some of these moves, you are going to be in the animation for a very long time, and we're not sure if we'll be able to increase the attack speed of our character or anything else. I did also hear that when it comes to this game, they plan to only release 4 characters for the start, and then later on they plan to add more. So if you have a favorite character, let's say Herc, Karak, or Styles, they will not be in the game on release, but they will be added on way later on. So if you're just one of the people that don't like that, then I would say wait a little bit, but just play it how it is, right? Your character will be added into the game eventually. So it's just gonna be like how it was before. We won't see Arisha, we won't see Ira, we won't see Letty until like way later on, right? So let's go to the third one here. So this is Fiona's Heavy Guard. So this here showing off the block feature are basically the counterattacks and also how the enemies or mobs actually attack, their attack patterns. This is actually pretty cool. I do like that they added a little bit of extra flair when it came to Chieftain's attacks. You can actually feel the impact from it. And I do like how when they attack, you can see the dust flow everywhere. It would be great also, because like this is alpha. It would be great also if like when they do like this heavy attack here, it actually destroys the ground a little bit. That would be like a little detail that I would actually really like. And as you can see, Chieftain here did like a charge up attack, and it had like a whole entire effect to it. So you can actually tell when they're doing a heavy attack or not. Alright, so It seems like when it comes to the enemies, they're keeping their same attack patterns of how they are in Vindictus. So if you are a Vindictus player, you will actually know their attack pattern. So it isn't anything new to me, or new to you is what I should say. Looks good so far. I wonder if they're going to do this with Fiona. They're going to add like a heavy shield or a large shield and a small shield. If they remove it, I kind of understand because not really that much people use the heavy shield anymore. Like it did have its mechanics, but I think they kind of just implemented that into the small shield. So like a large shield is not really worth it anymore. So they might just add like only, you know, one shield and just make it a small shield. So let's go into the next one real quick. I don't remember what this move is called. I did have Fiona. I still do have Fiona, but I haven't played her in a while. So I do not know the names of everything. But if you're a Fiona player or a Fiona main or a person that just knows all the skills, you would know what this is. But it's kind of like a dash in counter. It might have like a different feature in this game compared to the Vindy. It seems like it hurt though. Alright, let's go into the next one. These are very short. I just want to say that right now. These are very short, like under like 5 seconds or so. I do remember this move here. So yeah, the same thing of how Vindictus is. Seems like they didn't change much when it comes to this attack. They kept it as true as possible. And I do like that a lot. Now let's go into the next one. That's a new move, I think. Alright, so that might be a new move right there. Of course, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I don't main Fiona, so I don't know all of her skills. But if you are a Fiona main or a person that has played Fiona, you would know what the skill is. And if it's not in the game, that means it's a new mechanic or a new skill. It's gonna take a little bit of adjusting too, but it looks pretty good. It's like a 2-hit jab. And I guess it might have like a block feature with it alongside it. Not entirely sure though. On to the next one. Oh yeah. So that's still there. The dashing with the shield is still there. I don't remember what that skill's called. But it has like a new entire animation. Doesn't seem as crazy as how it did in Vindictus. But of course in Vindictus they make everything flashy for a reason. But since this is a new engine, it's gonna look a whole lot different. But we could jock it up to it just being alpha footage so it's not completely finished. Pretty useful skill. And it seems like it has iframes a little bit. It has iframes or maybe just block frames. Because you could see right here when the mob does the attack, it actually hits Fiona. But it seems like it hit the shield and there was this whole entire like block animation. Or this block effect that you see right there at the start. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Keeping it kind of true. I kind of wish they would show off more on Land's gameplay, but I guess, of course, they're showing off Fiona first, because originally in Vindictus, when they showed off the trailer, it was Lan that they showed off, and I think they flipped it for this one, so it's Fiona for all of these demonstrations. So this here is one of the stagger skills that you can actually use on her. Whenever the boss or mob is groggy, you can actually use E here. It might be triangle on consoles, I don't really know. You use that skill and then you just do like a barrage of attacks right here. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's gonna have iframes. There's no way they're gonna lock you in this animation and not give you invincibility. No way in hell. Alright, so we only got 3 more videos here, real quick. Ooh, that's new. Okay, same animation but new flow with it. So this is like a 3/ skill. And it seems like this move is always aggroed on you. Because you can see the second slash, Chieftain actually realigns himself before actually attacking. Oh, this is gonna be crazy. Did you see that dodge right there that Fiona did? Ooh, the dodge looks actually very more fluid than how it is in Vindictus. Like that quick little micro dodge, you might have not been able to see it that much. I can't slow it down on this player, but that micro dodge, its animation was so fast. Like, look at that. All right, so as you can see, the three hit attack here that the Chieftain did, the third hit is a heavy attack, and because Fiona did not go into her heavy guard, it staggered her a little bit, and that stagger seems to be very long. Hopefully they'll have it set up that you'd be fighting 2 of these or 4 of these at once. That would actually be a challenge. But I do like the little dodge animation that they did right there. Like, it's so fast. So that basically tells me a little bit when it comes to the movement of the game, it might be a whole lot faster than how Vindy is, just slightly. Slightly, not completely, but slightly. But of course, we do not know if we can increase the attack speed or anything else, because if we can increase the attack speed, it might be even way faster than how Vindy is. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Ooh, I'm so looking forward to this. This is great. All right, let's go into the next one. Oh, that dodge at the start. Okay. Normal Fiona dodge. She just, rolls to it. What was that dodge at the start though? In the last video. Hold on, let's see that real quick before we actually look at this again. Let's see that again, because that dodge is a little bit different compared to the forward dodge. Alright, so I can't slow motion it, but let's see if we can frame by frame. Okay, she does one attack. Chieftain's about to attack again. Okay. I don't know if that was a perfect block. As you can see, she basically phase in, phase out. But it, of course, was a dodge. But it's kind of weird because you look at this here, it looked like she did like a block right here. And maybe it was a perfect block and that gave her the ability to like dodge fast, but I'm not entirely sure because we don't know yet. But yeah, she dodges out of the way. She becomes intangible and then it's just a quick little dodge to the right. Okay. Let's see that again. Okay, no. So basically, it was this chieftain doing his attack, and of course, when the chieftain was doing his attack, there's always an effect around it. So with that effect, it just basically masks it, and you dodge out of the way. So it's just gonna be like how Vindictus is. You have different animations for different directions that you dodge. So if you dodge to the left or right, you'll have like this fast animation where it puts your character in the direction that you dodge. And when Fiona dodges forward, she has her same normal roll. So I think that's how it's going to be for her. Okay. Because that was fast as hell. Alright, let's get back to this one. Alright, so that basically tells me right there the hitbox for the mobs is still kind of the same. You can't really dodge through bosses. You'll be locked in their animation. And because Fiona here tried to dodge underneath the chieftain's leg, of course the hitbox prevented that and you weren't able to block. So you took damage. At least we still got the same animation when he got knocked down here for Fifi. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so it seems like the animation of Chieftain is a whole lot faster than how it is in Vindictus. Because that animation right there, when they do the attack and then they go straight into the other attack, is very, very fast. It's more fluid than how it was in Vindy 2. And the dust effects everywhere is going to be killing people's PCs. But I think when it comes to this game, it isn't going to be as demanding unless you play like a high resolution. And since it is in a new engine, it most likely will be running DX11 or DX12. So as long as you have the 20 series graphics card, I think you're going to be perfectly fine. For me, it's a little bit different because I have a 4090, so I should be able to run it with no problems. But to everybody else who can't afford a 4090, you should be able to run this pretty great. You might need to turn down some settings though, since this is using Unreal Engine 5. Alright, so with that, let's look at the final video that we have here, which is just showing off Fiona's guard and, of course, her counter. Block, block, counter, counter. Good. So we still have the double counter with her, which is nice. There's just like this whole entire like warp effect with her. I don't know how to feel about that. It's gonna be something I'm gonna have to adjust to, but it's kind of weird because you're phasing in and phasing out. But of course, I'm just gonna always jack it up to just it being alpha footage and we, not knowing how it's going to be when it fully gets released on both PC and consoles. I know a lot of people's wanted that for the longest. Yes, it is going to be on both type of platforms. I don't think it's going to be on Nintendo Switch because Nintendo Switch can't handle these type of games. And we all know when it comes to Nintendo, basically they're always about like, the fun factor, and because of that they can't really run a lot of games, and whenever a game gets ported to Nintendo, it's always at a lower resolution and it does not look that great. So either way, those are the videos that we have for right now. When it comes to Vindy, I will try to keep up with everything as much as possible as I can. Of course, links in the description for all of the videos that we saw. Most of them are on the Vindictus Defying Fate Discord, so if you want to see them, they are in high resolution on that Discord, so it is in the description. Do know if you are on PC, from March 13th all the way to March 18th, you will be able to play the alpha tests of this game, so you can actually get your own hands on it and see and get the feel of the game, which I plan to do. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. I don't think I'll be flying out, so I should be able to make videos on it and see how everything goes. So either way, that is it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one if we come up with if we get more information and everything else, and I'll make videos on it and everything else. So either way, that's it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.